Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to our live session. All right, I know that you guys will be feeling like, whoa, what's going on? Live session on a Thursday. I thought you guys should do your live session on a Friday. All right, yeah, everything changes, okay. But this one is a special live session, and we are glad. I am glad to be here. Actually, I'm not going to be using we today because Pauline is not going to be joining me. But we have a special guest that we are bringing in. All right. So first, before I bring up the guests to come and speak with us and just talk about what we are talking about today, all right. I believe that you must have been seeing our flyers, all right, talking about everything. If you have been following us, I believe you must have been seeing our flyers, checking us out, knowing that okay, this is what these guys want to talk about today. What are they talking about? And as you know, we are always talking about things that are very, very interesting, topics that will help empower our community. All right, before I go on, this is Molara Foundation. And for those of you that you are our followers, you know that this is Shayo Alabi. And I am glad to be here again this evening with you guys. All right, so thank you so much for joining us. Our guest is already waiting, but I'm going to let her in a few minutes. Thank you, guys. Designer, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that rightly. Thank you for joining us. It's so good. It's so good to have you guys. Thank you all for joining. So before we move into it and calling our guest, as I said, this is Molara Foundation, and if you are just joining us for the very first time, here is what we do. We are an NGO, right? Molara Foundation is an NGO. And what we do is we make sure that we try as much as possible to help people. All right. We believe that the cycle of poverty can only be broken one person at a time. Because if we can help one person, we believe that that person can help the family. Then from there, the person can actually help the community. So we get into a lot of educational initiatives where we offer scholarship to people who are interested. Actually, we can't force help on people. We can only help those that want to be helped. So we offer scholarship, we offer internship, quite a lot of scholarship actually. We do vocational skill scholarship, and we're actually moving into something else very, very important. But I'm not going to be letting the cat out of the bag here, actually. I'm just going to be telling you that these are the things that we have done. If you check us out, we were at FUNAB a few weeks ago, all right, but that will be posted on our platform very, very soon. So as I said, this is Monera Foundation. We are about helping people through scholarships. We believe that education can still help break the genes of poverty. All right, that is what we do. All right, so we have a lot of initiatives, including having talks like this where we get to bring people that are doing wonderfully well, all right, to come and share ideas with our community and talk about so many beautiful things. So, if you have seen our flyer today, you know that what we are talking about is the essential skills that are needed to thrive in this 21st century. So, I'm going to bring in uh, our guest right now and we'll get on with it. All right. I'm going to introduce ourselves. Oh, I just said she. Sorry, I didn't want to do that, but then I've already done it. All right, guys. She's going to be joining in a few minutes now. So while we wait for her to join, so as I was saying, this is Molara Foundation. We offer scholarships. All right, we do a lot of other things, including empowering people. We believe that a lot of people actually are struggling, and that's the truth. Some parents cannot afford to send their children to school, not because of anything. It's simply because they didn't have the capacity. It is actually not their fault. All right, it is not their fault. It is not their fault. You can say it's their fault, but sometimes it's not their fault. All right, it's not really that easy. Even right now, especially in Nigeria, quite a lot of people who think, or let me say, who thought that they have crossed the poverty line are already back there. Do you know? You understand what I'm saying? But then, how can we help? We believe that quite a lot of people need to be helped, and we can only help one person at a time. So that is what we do at Monara Foundation, offering scholarship, providing help. You have done quite a lot of things, including empowering people with skills. Oh, welcome, 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 welcome. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. Can you hear me? Because
It's so good to
alright.
see you now, actually. I must confess you are looking much more beautiful than the picture that I had that I
Oh,
saw.
thank
I've been looking
you.
forward to meeting you live like this. And this is really beautiful. How are you
Thank you
doing and
so
how
much.
has your day been?
I'm very fine. I've been looking forward to this live session actually.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Quite a lot of our followers who have been looking forward to it. They want to meet you.
Wow.
We deal with people that are don't worry. Let me not break this thing. Let me so that you feel like I'm hyping you, but I've already forget that thing. So good to have you on board. All right. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
and we really appreciate you being here, Goodness. Thank you so much. All right, guys, this is Goodness. She's going to be introducing herself by herself. I'm not going to be blowing the trumpet, but
Alright.
this is Goodness. Goodness is an amazing personality, amazing person, amazing writer, a data analyst. Yeah, let me just stop there. She's going to be talking about the other one. All right. It's so good to have you, Goodness. All right. So
That's
briefly, just
okay.
introduce yourself to our people, and let's get it on with. Thank you.
Guys, hi everyone. No, they can't reply like hi, hello, that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah. So my name is Goodness Mwadibe from the
Yeah.
East anyway. Yeah. So I'm a data analyst and also a tech writer. And I didn't just start there, so you don't think that I just woke up one day. So I started as a content writer, right, a blog writer. Yeah, and it's been 5 years, 5 to 6 years actually. Yeah. So I started as a blog writer, writing for blogs, social media, email marketing, and the rest. And I realized that it was actually like time for me to venture into tech full time now. Yeah, because I've always loved tech. I don't know, I just love calling like no taxis, no that kind of thing. So I just love the idea. That's okay, so I kind of love the idea. And I'm also a top rated freelancer on Upwork. Man, like if you know what that means as a Nigerian on Upwork, like you understand, like if you really understand. So I'm really excited. I don't know, I'm just really excited and I'll be looking forward to this like when I was told about it, I was like, yeah, this was something I'm really interested. This is an area like I'm very passionate about and I'm really interested in. So yeah, I felt like yeah, this is a very good opportunity and everything. So I'm really happy to be here on this live with Shaya, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm really happy to be here, and I'm going to be like sharing a lot of my experience, and my journey and everything. And I hope we're going to be able to learn together. Yeah. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, we are all here to learn. Even me, I'm learning. I want to learn from you. All right.
Ah,
No, seriously, but when you hear the sound of the fact that this person is a Texas, do you know what comes to mind? Like a Texas, forget. Don't worry, let's not just go there. We can do
I'm
this
feeling the
after.
process.
All right, guys. All right, thank you so much for that. Okay, so we are going to be talking
Thank
about
you.
um, these skills that are needed to thrive in this 21st century. All right, but before we go on, let me quickly create a background around this. See, I believe that there are some parents right now, right, that the way they are looking at things now, they will just sit down and stare at their child and they will be like, wow, how I wish that this my son actually learned something like graphic design. In those days, what those parents are always thinking about is you must become a doctor, become a lawyer, become a this, become an engineer, become a
Exactly.
that. If
Exactly.
they were able to see to the future, I'm telling you, they would have preferred that, okay, you have passion for football, why don't you just go ahead? You know?
Yeah.
So things have actually changed, and that is why we are talking about this, because some people are still getting left behind. They are feeling like, okay, it's just that go and become a lawyer, go to a law school, that kind of stuff is still going on. But we need to be informed, because information is the only thing that can bring about transformation. That is what I believe, and that is why we are here to empower our community, to let them understand that things are not the way they used to be. All right, so let me
Yeah.
just go straight into the first question. All right, I thank you for introducing yourself. In fact, I like the fact that you put an emphasis on that text and you were able to even talk about your journey, where you started from and how you got here. No, seriously,
Yeah.
quite a lot of people now, they will be here. So let me just even break this down for them. Don't come here and be thinking that you can just become like Goodness. overnight. It takes a journey. It's a journey. It's a
Take
step by
it.
step kind of
Yes.
thing. You have
And
been
I'm
doing
not
this for
still
a
there
while.
yet. I'm not still there yet. You know,
Get
it's a
now. She said she's
process.
not there yet.
Yeah.
She's not there yet. With the lather. That's the beautiful part of it. All right. I love
Yeah.
that. That's very interesting. Okay, so let's just go there. So when we talk about essential proficiencies, all right, what comes to mind when we talk about essential proficiencies, especially when we are talking about the 21st century?
Okay, I think from the topic actually, yeah. So I think let me kind of make it simple because when you say essential skills needed to thrive, let me just put it in the way we understand, yeah. So we are talking about important abilities, right? That
Mhm.
everyone needs to be able to survive. Let me use the word survive because as a Nigerian, I think you understand survive better.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
understand
So I think
survive.
yeah. Oh, that's all right. So, yeah. So I think there are important abilities, right? That we need. Everyone needs enable for us to be able to survive in this present economy, right? And as we all know, like the world is changing. Like there are
Mm.
a lot of improvements. Like we're talking of globalization. We're talking of every we are talking of tech store, we are talking of digital transformation. So the world is changing, like it's changing. It's not waiting for anybody, right? It's changing. So we need to be able to like adapt, right, and adjust to those changes. If not, we'll be left behind. Like we'll be wondering what happened, right? Because you'll still be used to like the old way you're doing things, and then the world is changing, is moving forward, and then you are lost. So you need to be able to thrive, right?
Mhm.
So today we are going to be talking about like those important abilities, like that everyone needs to be able to survive in this present economy. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That just summarizes everything. So we are talking about those important skills that you need to survive in this age and time. It's not
Yeah.
all those ones that used to be relevant in the 90s and the 80s, no. But we are talking about the ones that are irrelevant now, so that you don't
Yeah.
get left behind. So if you are just
Yeah.
joining us, welcome once again. And I have with me the amazing, amazing goodness here. And we are talking about something very, very important. So if you are just joining, you have not missed a lot. You have not really missed them up. You have missed something. But don't worry, we are going to make arrangement for you to get to that. But this time, if you are going to get what you have missed, you are going to pay to me, and I'm going to send your payment to goodness, who is going to do that. Okay, so it's all right. That's fine. Okay, so she has talked about what thriving means. Thriving means surviving, as in surviving and even making it past surviving, living that good life that you want. All right, that is what we are talking about. So, what are those skills? So, right now, the next question, goodness, is can you just give us a few of these skills that we are talking about? What are those skills that you think are very relevant these days?
Okay. So right now, I think I'll be talking from experience, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
Because I feel like I really don't want to, start with you what other people, everybody has their own experience. So personally, I will be talking from experience and what I've been able to help me and think and what I've been able to like notice. So when it comes to the essential skills, right? I think I will divide it into two, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have the 21st century skills, right? And then we have the core skills, two of them, right? So we have the 21st century skills, and then we have the core skills, right? So I don't know people that watch Merlin, that when they'll say that intro, the destiny of a great kingdom rests on the shoulder of a young boy, his name. So that's how it is. Like this 21st century skills, right? They rest on the shoulder of this core skills because these core skills are like building block with them. See, there's no skill that you can master. So I'm going to be listing them. So, but I just want to lay this basis, right? So now, when we talk about 21st century skills, it's divided into three.
Yeah.
So we have the people skills,
Mm.
we have the people skills, right? We have the tech skills, and then I think we have the digital skills. So I'm going to be explaining this so we kind of get what I'm saying, right? So we have three of them, three 21st century skills. I divided into three. We have the people skill, we have the tech skill, and then we have the digital skill. So when it comes to people skills, these are skills that help you relate with people, right? Interact, your daily interaction. We know most of them. We know communication, we know empathy, we know emotional intelligence, right? So we know a lot of these people skills. These are skills that help you interact your day-to-day interaction with people, your business and the rest, right? So now when we talk about tech skills, right? So this skill helps you to be able to use, right, to use technology, right? Now, so this skill helps you to be able to use technology and its application, different kind of tech stuff, and then be able to apply it, right? So we're talking of software engineering now, for example, programming, coding. We have a lot of, even under these tech tools, we divided into two. We have the no, non-coding, we have the coding, but I'm not going into that area, right? So for the tech skill, this one, it helps you to be able to use technology and be able to apply it, right? So we have a lot of them. And then for the digital skill, now these are the skills that help you to be able to get results from either your people skill or your tech skill. So it's very
Mm-hmm.
important. So it helps you to be able to sell your, there are people that are people skill experts. That's what they focus on. Like you hear someone like I'm an emotional intelligence counselor or
Mm-hmm.
coach, right? So like people sell this people skill as service, right? So digital skills is very important, yeah, because it helps you not just having the skill, you knowing how to actually sell it. So we talk about social media under digital skill, and we talk about SEO, we talk about content creation, digital marketing, So these are ways that help you either sell your tech skill or your people skill, to sell it out, right? Now, let me give an example. Let's say, for instance, someone that is a software engineer, right? Is a software engineer, right? So now, let me say his tech skill might be developing apps, right? So might be developing apps. Now, when it comes to people's skills, these are the way he interacts with, let me say, his team member or his boss, right? So he should be able to learn how to communicate with them, learn how to talk, learn emotional intelligence, empathy. All these things are stuff that help him relate with probably his team member or his boss, right? And then we're talking of, okay, digital skill. Now, how can he sell those with this app? Because people need to buy it, either register or download or something, right? So digital skill help them to be able to sell these skills, right? So that's why it's very, see, all three of them goes like hand in hand, right? They are very, very important in this present day because the world, I feel like I said, the world is changing. And then see, you really need to be following the change. Like, no, they should not leave you behind though. You now say, oh, what happened? They should not leave you behind, right? So this people skill, tech skill, digital skill, very important. People skill, very important, right? Now, these are the 21st century skills. Now, let's come back to the core skill I mentioned, right? Now, the reason this course I think is more personal to me, but I feel like it's something I can share because it has helped me, right? And I know it's going to help someone. So I call it core skill or building block, right? So there are just two, three of them, right? See, one is
Oh, we
my dear,
can't.
follow it, grow with it. When it's good, like but there's some people, even with things happening right now, see, they're fine. Like, if it's good, though, I'm okay. If it's bad, I'm still okay, right? So these people, they're able to master this adaptive skill. Like, no matter how the economy is, positive or negative, we are fine, right? So they're able to adapt to the changes. And it's very important because, see, with all these skills, the first century skills, see, you really need to learn how to adapt. So when they are saying, okay, we are no longer using this tool, we want to move to this one, you now start complaining. No, immediately you switch, you adapt, right? You immediately, like, right? So you don't end up complaining. Oh, like, no, now this was what I'm used to. This one that's coming. No, me, I'm not used to it. Though. Why? Yeah, like, so you'll be able to learn. You need to be able to learn how to adapt as the world is changing. Like, there, you need to learn how to adapt to it, so you will not be left behind, right? And also, secondly, the most importantly, still learning skill. See, I used to tell people that you don't need to know everything. Like, you don't really have to know everything, right? But see, you really need to know anything. Like, you really need to know anything. So you don't, because we live in a generation where people are really lazy to learn. I really want to. They just want people to research skill, serious skill, adaptive skill, learning skill, and research skill. Something like, oh, I don't have any idea about this. You can go and research it. You can go and learn it, right? Because learning brings knowledge, right? And see, one of the biggest inventions we have right now is YouTube and Google. But I don't know why people I really don't know. They don't leverage this thing. Like they don't make use of it. You see somebody asking some kind of question, I'm like, you search it, like search it, right? Like search it, right? So the thing about it, nobody has to teach you anything. If you want to learn something, nobody, you don't have to sit down and start waiting for, oh, I want someone, he didn't teach me, oh, that's why. You can get up and learn it. Go into research about this thing and learn it. And I think I want to give an example, right? So when I started out as a content writer, right? So I think I was mainly focused on marketing and business, the niche marketing and business, right? So for me, I thought like that was like the only area, I can. So I'm very good with research work, like very good, and I love it. I think I enjoy it, right? So I think there was one time I got a client, right? And then he asked me to write, I think a blog post on, I won't forget, paleo diet. Paleo diet. Honestly, I've never heard of it before. I don't even know what it is, right? So he said that, and I was like, I just trying that. Oh, I don't know it, I can't do it. But sometimes I was like, hi, I can learn about it, right? Like you can always learn about it. There's nothing in this life that you can't learn about, right? So I was like, I said like, okay, no problem. Just I'll be able to do it because I was like, okay, it's something I can go and research, right? There's YouTube, there's Google, right? So I can go and research and learn about it, and that's what I did. So I went to research. I was able to gather facts, data, gather knowledge about stuff, and I wrote it, right? Beautiful, like it was impressed. So to tell you that, see, you don't have to sit down and then be convenient to this idea of, oh, I don't know. Like in this present age we live in, see, there's nothing like I don't know. You have to know something about something, right? So you don't start waiting for somebody to come and rescue you. No, you get up and get to work. Like you want to, like for example, someone that wants to learn. Okay, I want to go into tech, and then you are going and asking people, oh, how can I go into tech? What happened to YouTube? What happened to Google? Right? So I think we're just living a time where people are really just relaxed, lazy, right? To search for themselves, right? They prefer somebody to feed them. Somebody will feed you, somebody will give you the sauce, somebody will do everything. Like, why, right? So you should be able to learn how to learn, right? And then how to research. So these three skills, I call it core skills, because with these three core skills, see, you can master anything first entry skill. Whether tech, whether digital, whether people skill. As long as you don't know it, learn about it, right? Research, learn about it, know the first step. Okay, what and what should I start doing, right? Okay, should I get this course first? From research, you'll be able to gather knowledge, gather facts on how to do. So don't sit down and wait for someone to come and rescue you. There's somebody to feed you all the time when you can be able to get up there and go research and learn this thing. So these three skills saved me a lot of times, right? It saved me a lot of time. So me, I tell myself that, see, there's nothing I won't know. If you ask me anything, I'll say yes, I know it. I'll go and research. So I'll not say that I don't know. I say as long as something that I can go and research and I know it too, right? So you don't end up looking like what's happening. I remember the time when ChatGPT came out. This like was everywhere, and I think the first thing I did was I went to go and research, learn about it and what people are saying. But then you come online, people say, "What is it? Send me the link." I don't know. I think it's personal. I don't like seeing questions like that. Research it, like browse. You get like browse. It's something you don't know. Go and learn about it. Right? You don't sit down and wait for people to feeding you all the time. So in order to thrive in this 21st century we're talking about, see, you have to learn how to adapt, how to learn, see, and how to research. These three core skills. Every other 21st century skill, you are good to go. Very good to go.
Thank you so much. This is, must confess to you, concise and just straight to the point. You need to learn how to adapt. Can you imagine just the example you just said now? Can you imagine someone just asking you, what is ChatGPT? For real? Really? You need to ask me that. You can't go and look for what chat and you
I don't like questions like that. I don't.
Just wake up and understand that you have to learn. You have to research. You need to understand that you need to adapt. Whatever it is. Don't know. You can't just say, I don't know. What is chat? I don't know. For real? It's very, very, it's amazing. People are just amazing. You understand? Like what our boss at Monera Foundation used to say something, that YouTube is a school on its own. And everyone has this phone that you carry around. You now be asking questions that I'll be like, can I just slap you for just do you understand that kind of thing? It's just amazing. People do understand that.
I think it's laziness. I really don't know what to call it. I just feel like it's laziness.
That's just the point. That's just the point. People are lazy. They just want to be spoon-fed. And that's the thing that cannot make you survive in this 21st century. There's no laziness here. If you are lazy, you can't just make anything out of it. That's just it. This is a very fast-paced, fast-paced century. Everything is happening fast. If you are not,
Very fast.
if you lose, you lose. That is just it.
You
You lose, you lose. That is just it. No one waits for anybody to
yeah,
wake you up
yeah,
and say, do this. This is what you need to do. So you have to understand that you need to adapt. You need these people skill. Don't just go around and be walking around like a no. That you need the people skill. And I'm telling you, right, quite a lot of people are using these
yeah,
people skill to make a lot of money. Like project managers now. You can't be working as a project manager and you don't have people skill. You can't
yeah,
be a scrum master and you won't be able to manage those people that are working with you. Do you understand? So all these
yeah,
are core skills that you don't really need to go to school to learn them, but you have to develop yourself. You just have to develop yourself. I like the fact that you mentioned that these skills, we have to harmonize them. You have to harmonize them. Everything work together. You can't say I'm a software developer and you cannot
yeah,
interface with your stakeholders.
yeah,
You are not going to I have to be able to communicate to you, tell you what I have in mind as a business administrator. You have to be able to understand it as well. So it is
yeah.
just like that. Thank you so much for that. It is very, very interesting. All right, so that we don't take too much of your time as well. Let's move to the next question. Do you think that it's very important to have a growth mindset in this 21st century?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Mm,
definitely. And like I mentioned earlier, the moment you are good with these three core skills I mentioned, which is adapting skill, learning skill, and research skill, automatically you have a growth mindset, like automatically. So you always growth mindset is just seeing possibilities, right? In everything. So it's not
yeah,
like, oh, I don't know. I will learn it, right? I will learn
yeah,
it. And there's this thing I don't like when people do. When you tell someone, oh, I bought this for 2,000 naira, you get someone say, 2,000, me, I can't buy this never. I'm like, bad behavior. That's a very bad behavior. What happened to, oh, I don't have it yet? But you know that, man, I'm going to get it, right? So we just,
yes,
this mindset of, I really don't know, but man, growth mindset is really very important because you have to always see possibilities. Okay, I made a mistake, but yeah, I'll get over it, right? I failed at this, but yeah, I can succeed. I will do it. I will learn. Oh, I don't know about this. I can learn about it, right? So it's always you seeing possibilities in everything, in everything. So you're not limited to, oh, okay, because I don't know it, that is why, or because I don't have a phone, that is why. Because excuses, excuses and excuses, right? So for someone with a growth mindset, see, you always see possibility. I don't have it yet, but I know I'm going to get it later, right? I'm not there yet, but I know where I'm going to, right? So all this, right, going to help, right? So when I talk about this three cost thing, when you have them, man, you always see possibility, you always see this to go and learn. If you don't know how to use it, maybe someone wants to learn like how to become let me say a video editor. I will ask you, you're sitting there waiting for someone to come and tell you, no, you go into this, yeah, I can learn about it, right? Okay, it's hard now, but I know that later I'll get people that are doing, they don't have, people that are doing, they don't have two heads, it's one head,
don't
so
have
I will learn it. They don't have two heads, one head. So it's always you learn to see possibilities, right? In everything. I know it's just a phone I have now, but I can make use of the phone, right? There are people doing creating content with their phone. So I must not have a laptop. So stop always, putting yourself in that spot of, oh, I don't, I can't, I won't, always see, oh, I don't have it yet, but I know where I'm working towards, right? I know where I'm going to, I know where I'm going working towards, right? So that's it, right? So it's very, very like very important, very always see possibilities in things. Don't limit yourself to, oh, I can't learn it, just relax. No, see possibilities always that.
Thank you so much. You know what beautiful thing is that we are the ones that place a kind of limit on ourselves.
Yeah.
There's actually
Ah,
no limit to what we can
yeah.
do. There's no limit to it. So it's just important that everyone, you take action. You can't sit down.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
just
you
sit
can't
down.
sit
If you
down.
want to try,
Yeah.
you can't just sit down.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
just sit down. Things are changing. You need to be able to adapt. As it is changing, you move.
Seriously,
You need to
like you
learn
need
new
to.
things. You need to
Yeah.
learn. You need to change
Yeah.
yours. Don't just wake up and be snoring. It's it's very, very it's a serious matter in this 21st century.
Yeah.
And also, I think we need to also add that people need to understand that you can start. If you have not started, you cannot get there. You need to
Yeah.
just start. Don't be
Yeah.
giving excuses about why you cannot start. There are thousand and
Yeah.
one reasons why you can start something. You just have to pick
Sure.
that one reason why you need to push yourself to get it started. You
Yeah.
just have to get it started. So it's
And I
very,
always,
very, very
yeah,
important.
and I always tell people, but see, you can start where you are with what you have. Like always, like you can always start where you are with what you have. So because this one another disservice we do to ourselves is sitting down and waiting to be perfect. No, oh, I
Mm.
want to cut to be perfect. No, so that, no, we can't be perfect, right? We
You
only
can't
make
be.
progress. We can't be perfect, right? So we only make progress, right? And it, like when making that progress, things become clearer. So I step like see yourself as a work in progress, as a work in progress. Right? So you know that okay, this is what I'm working towards, and then you are working towards that. So don't see yourself that oh, I want to attain perfection. We don't. We only make progress, right? And then you have to start. Like you have to start because the journey gets clear. Honestly, I started as a content writer. I moved to ghostwriting. I moved to copywriting. Now I'm in sci tech. See, I mean, I'm really just open to share my journey because Nancy, we've not figured it out, all of us. So we are still figuring it out, right? As we are going. So, but what I tell people is, see, it gets clearer when you start. The moment you
Mm-hmm.
start doing it, it becomes clearer. You start saying, okay, let me adjust this, right? Or let me remove this. Let me move. But you have to start. But you can't just start sitting down wishing for to be perfect. You can't be perfect. You wish, you still not. But people will be like, oh, let me buy a laptop. Honestly, you buy a laptop, you won't start. Let me buy this. You will still not start. But when the moment you see yourself, okay, let me start where I am, right, with what I have right now. How can I make use of this? Beautiful, like you start, you would. Yeah, it's better that way, right? So don't sit down and wait to be perfect. Instead, see yourself as a work in progress. I think it's going to help a lot.
Mm. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's take this question, all right? In your own view,
Yeah.
how do you think education should prepare students for these skills that we are talking about, for this 21st century workforce? How do you think this can be done?
You know why I'm laughing? This is why I'm laughing. See, our educational sector back, like you're not saying it's that see, it's nothing to write home about. That's it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The world is changing, things are advancing, and the curriculum is still the same. The
yeah.
courses is still the same. The
Mhm.
teachers still the same,
Yes.
right? So like, what? Okay, at what point now do we reconcile like both of them? Like, I read chemical engineering, but you know, for one day I've never used it, like never, right? Because you spend time in school and then you're coming out to see like a job on that course you read, and you are seeing more of digital skills, you are seeing more of tech skills, you are seeing more of people skills. Nobody's gonna ask you the la cram la pour we did sleepless night. Nobody's gonna ask you about those things, right? So see, it's doing us a real disservice because people are finishing school, entering the job market, and then they are meeting. They're like, what? What's happening, right? So I tell people, see, I know the education sector, but see, they need to sit down and review the whole curriculum and see, start adopting the tech stuff, like all these changes are happening. Other people, the other countries, they are doing that, right? So I really don't know what's wrong with our educational sector. So we really need to do that because see, that's what people are looking for out there, right? So
Mm.
in school, you spend time reading something, cramming it, no practicals at all. You're cramming everything you want to cram. You get first class. You are not going out to the job market. And you're not somebody that is good with just skills, the skills required, for that job. Getting the job, and you're wondering, but I have first class. But first class, but you don't know how to how can you apply that first class to help a business or to grow sales or to do something. So even to the the school you are going to or the course you are taking, see, learn the skills, the 21st century skills you need in that course, right? That's what you are going to use as an advantage over because people will go, they will learn. I think I read chemical engineering, I've never used it for one day. Because even the
Mm.
first time I was even saying, okay, let me even check for jobs. I was seeing different, they say AutoCAD, MATLAB. I said, where, when did I do it? I didn't do it. I didn't do it, right? So it's really crazy because the school they don't really encourage that, right? They just give you courses A to Z, go and come and pour. You get first class, you come out, and the job market is asking you for skills. Which skills are you good with that relate to this particular course, right? So you can finish. So and sometimes you see somebody will finish school and then you want to get a job, and they'll still train you for like 1 or 2 years. They are training you on the skills, not even the 5 years you went to go and spend. They will take time and then train you on those skills that you need. So it's very important. So our educational sector, man, we really have a lot of work to do. And I'll tell people, but see, even if the educational sector is still outdated per se, see, don't limit yourself, right? You can still make the best of it. Don't ask it and say, oh, because school did not teach me. Yeah, I did not learn it too. Is that what you're going to be telling people outside the job market? You won't tell them that. So as you are there in the school, as people are cramming and pouring, so your own cramming and pouring, also be learning the skills that are very important in the job market, because it's going to be like your advantage, right? It's going to be so don't let things happen to you like just everything's just hitting you bad. No, happen to things, right? Like don't sit
Mhm.
down and things are happening, you can't explain what is that. No, see, be intentional about your life, because see, it's your life. Nobody is nobody will leave it for you, right? And see, growth is your responsibility, big time. So we can give you resource, we can teach, but see, when it comes to growth, but it's purely your responsibility. You're the only person that have that to be able to grow, right? So that's why even when as you're going through school, see, don't relax. Don't tell yourself that okay, it's only this thing I need. It's not all you need, though. And I wish somebody told me then. Because so when I left school, since I started eating bars board, you'll be billing everywhere. Like you apply they're talking skills. Like what's so man, as you're in the school, also learn skills that are relevant to that. That's if you want to use this course. Because some people they will read something like me, they are doing something different. A lot of people, right? But if you want to use that particular course you are reading, always learn the practical aspects, right? Always learn the skill that is needed in the market for that course. Don't just cram and pour everything in, and you not come out asking for skill. You can't even defend anything, right? So please learn the skill. Don't let life happen to you anyhow. Please happen to life. Like be intentional. Nothing should catch you unaware. Definitely.
Thank you so much. I love that part of it that you have to be intentional. Don't let
Yeah.
life happen to you. You have to be the one to happen to life.
Yes,
Don't just
happen to
sit
life.
down.
Oh, life will be shocked. Say what? I came prepared.
Exactly. Yeah, you two will be like, I'm prepared for you. Life. Welcome.
Prepared for
Welcome.
you.
Welcome. I'm hop
Yeah.
tight for you. That is just it. You don't just let everything just be happening to you like I'm a victim of this or
Yeah.
something.
You not
No,
be crying. Like you be
you not be
crying every time.
crying. And
Why?
the street is hard, though. No one is
It's
looking at your face. All your
it's
crying eyes.
hard.
Because the truth
Hell,
is,
it's
the
hard.
person that wants to employ you needs something. I need someone that can make it happen. I'm not running a charity. Do you understand? It's not a charity. This is not a charity. You have to be able to put what I need there. You can't just sit down and be
Yeah.
just running my bench. I need to pay
Yeah.
salary. It's not a
Yeah.
joke. Yeah, so that is just it. It's very important. So even if
Yeah.
the educational sector is not helping, you have to start helping
You have
yourself.
to
And
help
that's why
yourself.
we are
Yeah.
doing this. That is why people are
Yeah.
always talking about it. That is why we have invited Digital here to come and talk, because you need to understand it. You need to understand that this is not a joke. It's not a
Yeah.
joke. This is life. You have to be intentional about it. You can't sit down somewhere and say, okay, because the educational sector is not helping me and I
Yeah.
studied computer science, so I don't know how to write Python. I don't know how to write Laravel because they didn't teach me. Are you serious? You can't sit down. You have to go and teach yourself.
Yeah.
No one joking here.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah.
No one. And that is just it. So it's very important. So I'm so glad that you are here, and I really, really appreciate the fact that you have joined us for this session. It's been quite a long time that I've been talking now, and I'm so, so happy. So I want to ask you a question, please. Will you be able to join us next time if we call you? Because we can't discuss everything today. Hmm? Okay. I don't
Okay.
want to put you to sleep.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Thank you so much. So we look forward to having you once again. So this is Monera Foundation, and we have been on for almost 45 minutes now with the digital. If you need anything, maybe you want to ask a few questions, you can just follow her, ask her a few questions. I believe that she will help you in the best way she can. I'm not telling you to go and be asking her for money, oh. Please, so I didn't say that. Oh. I didn't think that. If you need some kind of coaching,
Yeah.
to just put you across, if we need her to talk to you about her journey, like everything is possible. Do you understand? There are some
Yeah.
people out there, especially the females, they will be like, I can't do this thing. They are just waiting for a guy that will just pull them and, like an escape route for them. They need to understand that even women are thriving.
Yeah.
Women are thriving. What advice do you have for women, ladies like you, that are waiting for someone to come and bail them out?
See. See. And I'm going to emphasize this. Be your biggest motivation. Is that thing
That's
of
it.
sitting down and waiting for somebody to come and motivate you before you do something? My dear, sorry. Even if nothing will motivate you, let Nigeria itself motivate you. Because I think that's like the biggest motivation, right? So see, I'll tell people, see, please be your biggest motivation. As you are dreaming big, work bigger. Right? So don't
Mm-hmm.
relax. Oh, I have one. See, work bigger. Have actionable goals or actionable milestones that, as you are dreaming big, you have actionable milestones that will get you there, right? So motivation comes from there. Like, okay, you hit one milestone. Wow, you are excited, celebrate. I said there's no small win. Any win is a win. As long as it's something you put your effort, you did. When you seek one milestone where you are happy, celebrate it, right? It motivates you to go to the next one. Oh. From there again, you're motivated. So don't sit down and wait for anybody to come and motivate you. Nobody motivates you. Even if you have people that motivate you, thank God. But see, motivate yourself, right? Be your biggest motivation. Celebrate your success. Any small win, see, and be the one shouting it. I did this, right? If you give me the energy to want to go and do more, right? I always do that. I always do that. Like any small win for me is a win, oh. Big or small. Like for me, it's a win because I know I have to put effort right together. So be your biggest motivation. Do your thing. You can make mistakes a lot of times, right? Learn from your mistake. Don't sit down there. You make a mistake. You say no. Get up, move, right? You get up, you move, right?
That's it. Thank you so much. So get up, move, be your
Move.
biggest motivation. Don't wait for someone to come and motivate you. If they don't
Nigeria is
motivate
motivating
you,
us.
learn. Yeah, that's it. Learn to celebrate every win, every
Yeah.
little win. There's no little win actually. Every
There's
win you
no,
win,
yeah. Because it requires
celebrate
effort.
it.
It requires effort,
the,
right?
the effort you put in, just celebrate it. If you are able to write a tech write-up for maybe let's say 500 words, celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hey, celebrate it too.
now I'm moving there gradually
Celebrate
because
it.
every step you take, it takes you closer to where you're going. That is just
Yeah.
it. So it's very, very important. I want to thank you again. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate you
Thank
for joining us
you. Thank
in this
you.
live session with Molara Foundation. Just like you have promised us, I'm just hitting that again. That when we invite you again, you are going to join us. All right. So I'm just saying it again.
Thank
So
you.
thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.
All right. I don't know if you have any last words before you just drop off and before we just bid our followers farewell. If you have any advice that you want to give people, please. Thank you.
Like I said earlier, be your biggest motivation, right? And see, learn from your mistakes, all right? Learn from mistakes. And like I said this again, don't let things happen to you. Like don't let things catch you unaware, right? Instead, catch things unaware. And be open to learn. Still learning. Like be very open to learn. Don't always see yourself that, oh, I can't do this, I can't, like please stop, I can't learn. If you don't know about something, learn, research about it, right? And learn. So don't put this limitation in your mind, where you feel that, oh, I can't do it, or that. No. Right? So there's nothing you can't actually do, right? So just put your mind, and then we'll see you at the success. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
I really appreciate
you.
once again. It's so good to have you. And it's already evening time. Thank you so much again, and thank you very, very much. For everyone that has joined us, thank you as well. So the digital, thank you. And
Bye.
have a lovely evening. So bye bye.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so good to have you. All right, everyone. Thank you. And before I sign out, I need to make you guys understand that there are so many things that you can learn. And at Monara Foundation, we are doing quite a lot to make sure that we train people in so many things. We had a boot camp some time ago, not too long, where we were able to train people in Excel, PowerPoint. All these are skills that you can just learn for free. And get yourself ready, get yourself started, and start growing from it. So it's very, very important. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. All right. Thank you, Tiana Adeyemi. It was impactful. Thank you, Sammy, the writer. Thank you, everyone. I am just staying here to say thank you to everyone. I'm scrolling through. I cannot mention your name, all of you, but I am saying thank you. And I really, really appreciate you guys for joining us. Till some other time when we are going to host some very interesting set of people again, I'm going to say bye for now. My name is Shayo Alabi, and I am representing Monora Foundation. Thank you so much, and have a lovely evening, guys. Thank you.